Let's roll.
I'll be sharing some of the tips that I've used to sort of reach a healthy middle ground. Just as background, I started this YouTube channel around a year ago, and for most of that year, I got like a few hundred views each video, and then the video I uploaded a few weeks ago called The Algorithm Wave and got over 1 million views. And the first thing...
Well, okay, I gotta say, it wasn't an algorithm wave. That implies that it's just like by chance. He was just posting videos, and hey, he could have been on butterflies and caught the algorithm wave and went to the moon. No, the reason why it went so big, 2 reasons. The first reason is that white people, because they're infected with meme pathogens, anti-white ideas, they believe that their opinions don't matter. But if non-white people hold the same views, then they're validated. White people think we're validated. Some non-white person agrees with us. It's overwhelmingly prevalent in conservative, patriot, nationalist circles. That's why you always see the one non-white person in the crowd is the keynote speaker. White people do it all the time. It's to a detriment, of course, to us, because instead of choosing people who are your rightful leaders like me, you're out there looking for non-whites to be your leaders. I mean, you can look at wonderful people out there, content creators, but if you're non-white and you start if you're a non-white guy, especially if you're a black guy who holds conservative views, your channel is going to the moon, baby. White people will show up by the oceans, because they then go out into the world. They will actually say, oh, no, I got this opinion because it's just, and then they'll name the person. And so let's say he has like a name or a name normally associated with a white person. They'll throw in, oh yeah, and he's a black guy. He's a black guy and he agrees with us. I always was like, who gives a shit? It's either it's legitimate or not legit. He shouldn't matter. But I knew exactly why the race of the person mattered. So that's the number one reason. A non-white person was saying, hey, what's happening to white people is wrong. And he was actually saying the kinds of things that white people see. The same white people who would have nothing to do with my Germanic featured male ass, my white ass with my Germanic features. Same white people have nothing to do with me, would run for cover. Immediately watch this video. Immediately went out, I guarantee you, and shared his video. Immediately sent his video to friends and family. Folks, you can't win that way. We're not going to recapture our destiny that way. We are not going to be able to push back against anti-whiteism that way. These folks can be wonderful. They can be wonderful human beings. I guess, and many of them are. Charlie is from what we can see from the videos, a great guy. We don't know what else is going on, but we know from the videos, we know he's a great guy. There are plenty of great non-white content, conservative content creators out there, patriotic content creators out there. But the white race is not going to recapture our destiny. The white race is not going to overcome anti-whiteism with non-white people leading the charge. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There are infinite number of ways to undermine that approach, if you will, that vehicle, that angle. And trust me, the anti-whites would pick out more than enough, all that they needed to undermine that endeavor. The second reason why his video went so large is because of anti-whites who hate him for this. They're going to be passing that around. They want to know, how much did he reveal about what we actually say, about how we actually feel? How much damage did he do? So the primary driver is white people who have no self-worth whatsoever as a consequence of anti-whiteism. And so they look for non-white people to give them self-worth. And then the secondary reason is anti-whites who would like to see this guy crucified for coming out and objecting to the way white people are being treated. Not a chance algorithm.
That I felt, well, there were a lot of things I was feeling, but primarily I felt afraid. Because up until then, it was people within my own circles watching my...
So he felt afraid from all these people.
Videos. And then all of a sudden, like, I had complete strangers commenting, making reaction videos about me and stuff.
So he was afraid from all these people that were coming in and commenting. Of course, we were there to support him, but he also had folks that traditionally were allies to his, other non-whites, who showed up and they were being violent. I don't see my review on there that he shared, but that's fine.
Stuff, and some of it negative. And yeah, I felt afraid, and making reaction videos about me and stuff, and some of it negative. And yeah, I felt afraid.
See, that is very real. That fear that he was feeling, that's very real. He knows what they do. He knows how they ruin reputations. He knows thereby how they prevent you from getting jobs, promotions, etc. He knows how they make lives harder. He knows how they destroy property, because he's been in the circles where they talk about going and destroying property. He knows how they go after people's lives. You have Sarah from White Sympathetic Sphere, how they go out with wrenches and hammers and hit people over the head who are not anti-white. He knows that because he's heard them talk about it. He's heard them plan it. He's heard them laud it. So he knows that his fear is palpable.